One of the best parts about DC Comics' Batman character is the vast history of stories that so many creative teams have told over the past couple decades over at DC Comics. Today, I wanted to go ahead and discuss DC's newest Batman issue to cover one of the most obscure aspects of Batman continuity that's just been unearthed by recent DC Comics writers and creators to enrich the Batman character in a brand new direction. My name is Arakko Braddock, and today, let's go ahead and dive deep into Batman 127 so I can tell you all about the brand new continuity elements that are being remixed in a very surprising way for this new chapter. But before we get any deeper into the video, if it's your first time checking out our channel, please consider subscribing in order to support our channel and help us develop further. In addition, why not go ahead and like the video since you are already here? And without further ado, let's jump right into Batman 127. Batman 127 is written by Chip Zdarsky with art from Jorge Jimenez. The colors are from Tomeu Morey, and the letters are from Clayton Cowles. And I wanted to go ahead and read you a solicitation text from DC for the issue. With brutal efficiency, Failsafe hunts the Dark Knight, leaving a trail of injured heroes. Batman retreats to the manor as he prepares for a final assault. Will the last few surprises he has in store be enough? And in the backup, Catwoman reaches a shocking conclusion in her search. All right, next up, let's go ahead and show off this gorgeous cover from the interior artist of Batman 127, none other than Jorge Jimenez himself. I pulled this preview from flickeringmyth.com. Big thanks to the writing staff over there. And let's go ahead and dive into Batman 127. So this issue opens with a reference to one of the most important Justice League of America stories ever told. I'm speaking, of course, about JLA's Tower of Babel. And it kind of does a great job recounting the interpersonal dynamics in that story between Batman and Superman. And now I want to maybe take a few moments and just talk specifically about why I wanted to cover this issue. When I first checked out Chip Zdarsky's run with his debut issue of 125, I was worried that this Batman series wasn't going anywhere. So we saw a Batcave defense protocol known as Failsafe reactivate and basically go on an insane, violent rampage / crusade against Batman. And this is actually where I need to jump directly into spoiler territory. What I'm going to cover specifically is spoilers for Grant Morrison's epic Batman RIP story. I'm going to give you just a few seconds. Let's go ahead and count this down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In Batman 126, we saw Bruce Wayne try to basically deactivate this failsafe protocol, but in order to get the failsafe protocol offline, Bruce Wayne didn't know how to fix the issue. So he had to resort to the backup personality of Batman Zur-En-Arrh, because this is the Batman who actually created the failsafe protocol in the first place. The Batman of Zur-En-Arrh is a Silver Age concept that's writer Chip Zdarsky actually repurposed for this brand new series. So at this point, I don't think you can say that Chip Zdarsky's Batman run is running out of any ideas, because this is a wild issue that draws upon some of the most interesting aspects of Batman Zur-En-Arrh. He's definitely got a really kind of crazy perspective. He's very happy. He's very violent at times. He's got tons of interesting gear. And I really think that series artist Jorge Jimenez probably really enjoys drawing this character, because I think he's a little more expressive, a little bit more animated than your typical Batman character. And I was kind of shocked to basically find myself really enjoying and kind of comprehending what Zdarsky is able to do here with this Batman story. I feel like he's kind of one step ahead of his readers now that he's taken on these new elements of continuity, and he's able to kind of shift and change them throughout the issue to really keep readers guessing up until the final page, which has an interesting cliffhanger as well. I think Jorge Jimenez is really a fluid artist, but I wanted to see him challenged on a different kind of comic book series, because we've seen Jorge Jimenez on Batman now for a really long time with several different writers, but I think that the challenge of drawing a new type of Batman is giving a different sort of outlet for Jimenez to sort of express himself and express some of his ideas on the character. I think this is up to standard with the rest of the work I've seen from Jimenez. I think this is A+ quality DC art. I think this is some of the best that DC Comics has to offer, and I'm finally seeing the potential in this series from the creative team kind of captured to full effect here. The one thing I will say is I did find certain elements of the backup story with Catwoman drawn by Belen Ortega to be a little bit too familiar for my liking with the character. I'm not very happy with where Tom King left Catwoman off. And I think that writers and artists need a more measured approach. And I found that this basically story was a little kind of hyper violent and was missing some of the subtext elements that I'm looking for. But gosh darn it, Catwoman looked fantastic in this backup issue. I'm a huge fan of Belen Ortega's art. I think Ortega's art is so expressive. I love how Ortega kind of fleshes out and draws a character on the page. This is like one of the newer artists at DC that I've been noticing whenever I've kind of reviewed their interior work, and kind of like basically more of a deeper sort of dive. So those were my thoughts on Batman 127. I think that we are in the right direction for the series now. I think Chip Zdarsky has done a great job sort of defying at least my expectations to give me the genesis of a Batman story through utilizing past elements of continuity in such a fantastic and interesting manner. Did you like the issue as much as I did? Please go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.